Homework checker for Tuesday. Which fraction is reduced from 6/8? So what we have to do is find the GCF of 6 and 8 to reduce it. So to do that, we find our GCF. We find all the factors of 6. 1 and 6, 2 and 3. Find all the factors of 8. 1 and 8, 2 and 4. So my GCF, the biggest number they both have in common, is 2. So I take 6/8 and I divide it by 2 over 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So 6/8 reduced to 3/4. I can also do that on my multiplication chart by finding 6/8. The GCF is 2. It reduces to 3/4. So my best answer is C, 3/4. Number 2. What is 1/3 plus 1/3? So, when we're adding these, you notice the denominator stays the same. That's going to be true in your answer as well. So now we add our numerators. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2/3. 1/3 plus 1/3 equals 2/3. Choose all of the common factors of 24 and 16. So when we say the word factor, we're thinking factor rainbow or factor tree. So, can you multiply this number to get 24 or 16? So let's make a little factor tree. For 24, 1 and 24, 2 times 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6. Those are all the factors for 24. Make sure you're listing them out. Now for 16, 1 and 16, it's even, so 2 times 8, nothing times 3, and then 4 doubled equals 16. So now we're going to circle the common factors. Common means something that they both have. They both have 1, they both have 2, they both have 4, and they both have 8. So when you go to circle those common factors, they both have 1, they both have 2, they both have 4, and they both have 8. Which number sentence does not represent the use of the associative property? So you have to remember the 3 rules for the associative property. Same numbers, same order, different grouping. So we can apply this rule to see if it works. So let's check. A, 3 plus 6 plus 9 equals 3 plus 6 plus 9. That shows the associative property. They have the same numbers, they have the same order, and they are grouped differently. So we're looking for which ones are not associative property. 2 minus 7 minus 1 equals 2 minus 7 minus 1. Now, the associative property only works with multiplication and addition. So that does not represent the associative property. So B is a possible answer. 4 times 3 times 5. 4 times 3 times 5. Over here, 4 and 3 is grouped. Over here, 3 and 5. They do have same number, same order, different grouping. This is the associative property. So I'm going to eliminate it because I'm looking for which one is not the associative property. 12 times 4 times 1. 12 times 4 times 1. Same numbers, same order. 12 and 4 are grouped here. 4 and 1 are grouped here. Different grouping. So the best answer is B. Okay, multi-step word problem here. 7 boxes were bought from a hardware store. Each box had 15 hammers. After working on the construction site, only 3 hammers were returned. How many hammers were left on the construction site? So this is a multi-step word problem that we have to figure out the question it's asking us. We have to figure out how many hammers were left. So first we got to figure out how many are there total. So it tells us that there are 7 boxes with 15 hammers in each box. So I could add all of these together, or I could multiply 15 times 7. So 7 times 5 is 35. Carry my 3. 7 times 1, 7. 8, 9, 10. So I have 105 hammers all together, or total. 105 total hammers. But only 3 were returned. So I got to minus those 3 that are returned. 5 minus 3, 5, 4, 3, 2. 0 minus 0 is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. So we have 102 hammers that were not returned. So 102 were left on the construction site. So the best answer is C, 102 hammers. Alright, next question. Complete the chart to find the first 6 multiples for each number. Multiples means we're going to skip count. So let's skip count for 4. We're only going to skip count the first 6. 4, 8, 12, 16. Notice I keep on adding 4. 16 plus 4, 20. 20 plus 4, 24. So let's see if I have my 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, that's the multiples for 4. Now let's skip count by 6. 6, 12, 18, plus 8, 24, I'm sorry, plus 6. Plus 6, 30, 36. So those are the first 6 multiples. Now it's asking, what is the least common multiple? What's the smallest number they both have? It's 12. Alright, for our social studies, which occurred first? So we got to know the sequence of events. A, moving the capital to Richmond. B, Revolutionary War. C, Virginia Company of London. D, Jamestown. So, the event that occurred first was a group of people who asked for permission. They asked for a charter from King James to travel to the New World. Number 2, which event declared our independence from Great Britain? Wow, it declared our independence. That's key. A, moving the capital to Richmond. B, Revolutionary War. C, Virginia Company of London. D, Jamestown. So, what event caused us to fight and get independence? And we wrote the Declaration of Independence during this war. Number 3, which event was an effect of population moving west and having a more central location? So, why did the population move west, and what was the reason for having a more central location for this place? A, moving the capital to Richmond. B, Revolutionary War. C, Virginia Company of London. D, Jamestown. Number 4, what was the first permanent English settlement? This was in 1607. A, Richmond. B, Williamsburg. C, Virginia Company of London. D, Jamestown. 1607, they named it after the king at this time, and a river was named after him as well. Number 5, what is our current state capital? Located near the fall line and James River. So, hopefully you're thinking, James is rich. And that will be your clue to our state capital.